We're using our Instant Pot to meal prep again today. You guys are not gonna believe how fast and easy this is. We're gonna make pork, potatoes, and carrots. The best part, everything is gonna cook at the same time inside of the Instant Pot, so you get your day back. This is literally gonna be one of the easiest recipes you have ever made. Let me take you through the ingredients so we can get started.
This is such an easy recipe. So we have garlic, salt, basil, and black pepper. All of the measurements will be listed out in the description box below. Then we have some coconut oil. I love using this. Alternatively, you can use avocado oil or even olive oil, a lemon, some delicious dry white wine. Guys, I highly recommend using wine, but alternatively, you could just use water. We have some chopped up carrots. Make sure you do not slice them too thin. And then some diced up, like cubed potatoes. I'm just using like russet potatoes here. And for our pork, I have center cut, about 1.5 inch thick pork chops. Make sure you are not using pork chops that are super thinly sliced. Then we're gonna grab our Instant Pot, set it to saute on high. When it's hot, it says hot, we're gonna add in the coconut oil. I love this hack. Just lift the liner up and twirl it around. That way the entire bottom is coated with oil. And we're gonna add in our pork chops. All of these fit perfectly inside of the Instant Pot. If you have a smaller Instant Pot, you might have to do it in batches. After a couple of minutes, when one side has browned, we're gonna turn them over. And we're gonna zest in the zest of 1 lemon. We're gonna add in those delicious spices and the dry white wine. And here's where I really like to coat both sides in this mixture. So you really wanna make sure that both sides of the pork chops have that delicious flavor. Now we need to deglaze the bottom of the pot. This is crucial. Make sure you get all of those burn bits off of the bottom. Then we're gonna squeeze in the juice of that lemon and add the pork chops back in. I like to just make sure both sides of the pork chops have that delicious flavor on it. Add the juice that the pork chops, the plate that it had, put in a trivet. I have this strainer basket and we're gonna add all of the potatoes on top. This is like such an easy recipe, and I'm literally just putting the carrots right on top of the potatoes. We're gonna close the lid, make sure it's set to sealing. We're gonna set it to high pressure for 5 minutes. We're gonna allow 10 minutes of natural pressure, and then we're gonna perform a quick release, and when the pin drops, we're gonna open up the lid. And now we're gonna just scoop out our delicious meal prep. Because I literally put the carrots right on top of the potatoes, I was trying to make it look really pretty, but you can just scoop it all out and it doesn't matter if they're touching each other. I did not measure this out to make each container perfectly even. I just eyeballed it. My husband says that this recipe is one of his absolute favorites, and I love it because it's easy. Take the trivet out, and we're gonna grab a pork chop and put one in each container. I didn't want to cut into this because after all, this was his lunch, but he said it was so tender. I added some of that delicious wine broth on top.
Something else that I love to do, just to get in some more veggies, and I find I don't have to pre-cook this because it's gonna warm up in the toaster or in the microwave, is to use some frozen green beans.
This really is such an easy hack, just to put the frozen veggies, because remember, this is meal prep after all. It doesn't have to be hot right now. Add a little bit of that delicious wine broth.
I hope you enjoyed today's super easy Instant Pot meal prep recipe. I love recipes like this. This recipe is one of my husband's absolute favorites. It warms up beautifully. It's one of my favorites because, as you could see, it is so easy and fast to make. If you have an idea for a recipe video, let me know in the comments below, or if you make this recipe, be sure to come back and let everyone know what you thought of it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.